Hey everybody, I just wanted to give an update on my pool controller. I've made it about 5 years ago. It's a little Pro Mini in there that runs it. Also, there's an ESP that's not in there right now that I use for remote control and statistic collection. Um, each year I've had it, I've made some changes. First year it had an OLED display that burned out rather quickly, so then I added a motion sensor, which took care of the rapid burnout. The next big issue was you couldn't read the display. So I made a little hood around it and stuff, trying to make it so you could read it easier. Finally, I just gave up on that. This year, the fifth year, I finally put in a display that you can actually read in sunlight. A classic LCD display, the Nokia type. I also rearranged the display a little bit. In the past, I just had the three temperatures for my temperature sensors on the side of the pool. I suppose if you're new to my pool controller, basically the idea was that anytime the air or the top water temperature is a certain number of degrees warmer than the bottom, circulate the pool to even out the warmth and warm up the ground under the pool. Then keep it as still as possible at night when the air and everything's cool, and then the heat kind of comes back up out of the ground and it rebounds very quickly the next day. So that's how it works. So I had the three temperatures there. And really, I found that averaging the top and the bottom temperature comes out very close to a classic float thermometer in the pool. But you couldn't really read those because they were too small. And then I had the run time instead of the temperature big on the display. So I kind of rearranged the display. You can do 15-minute increments with that button and 2-hour increments with that. And that shows the pool's running. Obviously, you'd hear the pool running. That's an automatic mode, and I'll just run till the timer runs out, or it would kick on automatically for a preset amount of time that you configure remotely with a telnet. Each year I have to try and optimize it more. It seems in the past, I don't know, almost 20 years, every year is a little colder around here, even though the news tells me it's warmer. But what you really need for your pool to warm up using this method is consecutive warm days. One of the things that was happening was the sun would come around, hit the side of the pool where the sensors were, and kick it on when it was still cold outside in the mornings. So now I also added in a thing so it doesn't kick on before like 11:30, at which point it's in full sun and the water's starting to warm on top. So then it would be acceptable. The other thing that was happening was sometimes it would kick on, maybe the water was too low or the skimmer was plugged and the pump's running. So this year, besides adding the LCD display, I've added a pressure sensor. I got it hooked up here so I can kind of show how it operates with a bicycle pump there. So it basically, I have a way to calibrate it remotely as well. You can see the bar on the side here, and that number right there is the pressure. I got a 60 pound PSI pressure gauge. And actually it'll go a little higher than that. It'll go at least 70, but I'm not going. Then that it's worked quite well. With consecutive warm days and circulation, it can get it up to pretty warm temperatures even when it's pretty cold at night. Thanks for watching.